That was a shocking incident.
It's a difficult place. It has, but then Jamie Whincup arrives right on cue. Never looked like turning and straight in.
The battle for the buck in the crowded Australian sports market has never been more intense. The V8 supercars, once the little brother to the AFL and NRL, is making an explosive market move.
Even our greatest critic wouldn't agree that we're in the top 4 sports in the country now.
Well, I think they're at the top of the standings, and as long as we're underneath them, that's where we've got to strive to be. We try and be bigger and better than the rest.
When the series announced, they were selling 60% of the championship shares to a private equity firm for $300 million. It made every licence holder a cool $4 million. It allowed drivers like second-year star Jono Webb, who had just set up his own team, a chance to put the foot down and move into a brand new base in Queensland.
What's going on with the ownership of V8s and everything that's happening at the moment is massive for all of us as a V8 family.
Great new facility, and just a real sign of the strength of the championship that a single car team can have such a strong facility.
The V8s will soon be able to offer big business, something the AFL and NRL can't: huge international exposure. The series was recently sanctioned by motorsport's governing body, the FIA, giving them the green light to hold up to 6 races outside of Australia every year.
Well, certainly by 2015 we'll have 5 international rounds outside of Australia and New Zealand, and we're trying to get the championship up to 18 rounds, so we race nearly every second weekend.
Trying to put together this sort of outfit, it's not cheap and it's not easy, so you really need that support from big business. And knowing that we've got those sort of people following us just makes life a little bit easier.
There's no lack of suitors either, with Asia and North America beckoning.
There are suitors knocking down the door. It's always good to be in demand.
The trick now is finding a balance between securing a new TV deal, signing deals to race internationally, all the while making sure fans in Australia have access to teams and drivers.
It's very important that we retain the core 12 events in this part of the world and expand on top of those internationally.
It's a sport where the fans aren't always confined to the stands. Drivers are only too happy to pose for photos and sign autographs. The opening of Webb's new headquarters attracted hundreds of car buffs, but also women and children. They're part of what Cochrane and Webb call the V8 family, and that family also takes care of its own. The day raised almost $3,500 for fellow driver Jason Richards, who's battling cancer.
We're trying to do as a championship, we're trying to do everything we can to support Jason and his family in what's a pretty tough time. And V8 Supercar family, really sticks together fairly strongly. So, we know Jason will pull through, and we're doing all we can to help make that happen.
We're a big family at the end of the day, so we'll try and look after our own as much as we can.